Max Prairie Wings presents At the Line.
We've gone through and shown you the basic gear that you need to get started in your basic training. Remember, your check cord, choke chain, and your heeling stick is going to set you up for 99.9% of what you need to be successful in the future. So we've gone through heel, some real light work with the dog in spot where we need him to be. We're going to move on now, and we're going to get a little bit more difficult. We're going to do some outside, we're going to do some inside circles. We're going to really put some pressure on the dog to stay at heel. So we've got our outside turns like this. Things get a little more difficult. We do our inside turns, okay? And then we stop quicker, and we do that. Now, in the future, once he gets really good at this, what we'll do, see, he's really got his head tucked in there, he's trying very hard. We take an e-collar, and every time that we went pop, 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 we're going to use our momentary setting on our e-collar, and we're going to go pop, pop, pop. Very simple. It's a seamless transition. Very simple. It's a great way to collar condition your dog. In other words, get him used to an e-collar. Now, so we've gone through how to heel with the check cord. It's very simple. Now, what I like to do before I start my here is work like this. Sit, okay? And I'm walking away from the dog. I've told him sit, and I want to get him used to some distractions. So I'm going to pop the collar a little bit, and I may walk around. I'm ready all the time. I'm not going to increase my volume of my voice at all, but I am going to tell him to sit and raise up on the collar immediately when he starts to come. Okay? Whoop, sit, just like that. Okay, and I'm going to walk around him a bunch. Now, this is going to save you a ton of time when you're working on here because he understands what you're doing when you walk away from him. Again, we don't want to repeat commands over and over and over. So one good one, a little bit of conversation. Maybe you have your buddies out here, and they're out here throwing a few bumpers. You got some dogs running around. Good distractions. Great thing to do at a park. Okay, you good boy. Come on. So we come through, we tell him to sit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to back up in slow increments, and we're ready the entire time to raise up on this leash, this check cord, and tell him to sit. Now, how do we start here? Very easily, what we're going to do is we're going to tighten that cord up. We're going to invite him to us with our body, okay? And we're going to give him a little tug. Now the reason we want to give him a little tug is because we're going to transition into collar conditioning just like this. That collar stimulation is going to replace that little tug in the future, but right now we're just getting started. Preach. Here, here, good boy. Sit, good man, very nice, sit. So I'm not moving fast, guys, I'm taking my time, and we're making sure that we got this foundation solid. Okay, we're not going to build this house on sand, we're going to build it on concrete. So we're not rushing through this stuff. This needs to take a couple weeks, okay? No matter how well he does, make sure you slow down and you take a couple weeks while you're doing this, okay? He's doing good. Here, okay? Sit. So he's a little tangled up right now, it's no big deal. We're gonna move through this thing. Here, good boy, good man, good boy. Now, heel, heel, come on, heel, sit. Get him untangled. Ooh, there we go, big guy. All right, so we're moving along fine. Everything's going great. Now, where does the crop come in, or where does your heeling stick come in? Once we get him used to the check cord and the pressure of the choke chain, we're going to come back and we're going to tighten everything up. We're going to polish it. So we've chiseled this piece of granite into something that's looking pretty good, but we got to polish it. And this is our next step, okay? So we're coming through. Now, you're going to see some guys use this thing like this. They're going to put it behind them, and they're going to come down on the dog like this. Man, I don't want to see that. I'd really much rather see a dog not end up with a flaring issue. I want that crop right here where he can see it in the corner of his eye. He knows it's there all the time, and there's not a bunch of movement, okay? So here I go. Heel, heel. So I'm coming through there. Heel, sit. Just a quick pop. Here we go. Heel, heel, heel. Here, here, heel, heel, heel. Sit. He's going to start trying to beat this pressure. Heel, 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 heel. Good boy, good man. Here. Heel, 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 heel. Sit. Now, I'm gonna get in the habit of making a correction every chance I get because I want him to start beating that pressure. And it's gonna take a lot of repetitions to get there. Now, another thing that the crop's great for here, say you've got a big running dog who wants to be out in front of you. Heel, heel, you can pull him back. Heel, heel, good, good, good. Heel, sit. Let me put him on this side for you. Heel, 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 come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Sit. Now see, he's trying to beat that pressure, guys. He's got this deal figured out. So what you got to do is dig in and go through that. You can control how tight a dog heels to you, how far he's out in front of you, how far he's behind you, all with these two tools. Very simple to use, very easy to use. Now, for the rest of his life, I'm going to do everything I can to remember I have this because I can correct all creeping before it begins with this. And what I mean by that is I'm calling for marks. Even when he's a puppy, he's 6 months old, and I'm calling for 20-foot marks out there. And I've got my buddy out there, and he's going to flip one out there. And I'm ready. I'm watching the dog. I'm not watching the mark. And if I see a back leg come up, sit. I can make that correction right there. So we don't end up with a bunch of problems down the road. We can do that right now. Now, don't get me wrong. You're going to have your yellows out there that are going to creep no matter what. And you got to continually fight that battle. But for most dogs, this method's going to work great, and you can always tighten it up with an e-collar. It's a great way. It's the pillar of all dog training, and all great dog trainers will tell you these two items will take you to the house.